Hi, and welcome to Paper Root Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm going to be working with Sketch 5 of the Sketches for 6x6 Paper Pads One-Page Sketches by Alison Davis at Scrapbook Generations. Okay, take 494. My family is so loud today. Let's try this again. Okay, so today I'm working with Sketch 5 for the Alison Davis 6x6 Paper Pads class and sketchbook. So the class is no longer available to access, but the sketchbook is, and I will link that down below. Here is what I have started with, the very base of the sketch. And it's pretty close to what's on the sketch. It's basically a 6x6 square made out of triangles of patterned paper. So I chose 3 patterned papers from this Stampin' Up paper pad called Welcome Neighbor. And this was given to me by a friend who's getting rid of her scrapbooking things, and I don't know if she's used any of it. It's quite full, or appears to be. So I am typically a B-side scrapper anyways, but I love the B-sides in this. I love the colors. So I chose 2 pinks and a blue, and then for my embellishment color, I chose to add a new color in this mint green, because I am doing a baby layout, if you couldn't tell. And I got this doily-ish embellishment from, oops, that's the wrong one, from this DCWV paper lace 6x6 pad. I won this at an event, this and a few others. And they're basically just a bunch of like kind of cutout things that you would normally use cut files for, I guess, but this wasn't pre-cut file, but maybe good for people who don't have such things, and they're great layering pieces. So I took one of these mint ones and I popped it out and I cut it kind of in 3 pieces. There's actually, I don't know if you noticed in here, but there's like a middle piece that I didn't use. So that'll just go in my scraps. And then with the leftover stuff, I punched 3 banner bits to go along here so that I had my 3 spots for embellishment and brought that green around the page. I also actually did some hand stitching. So I hand stitched in 3 different colors, and I used this Making Memories Scrapbook Stitches embroidery floss, I guess. And I got these at a garage sale for 10 cents. I got 3 different ones. So this is the pastel version. I imagine they're pretty old. I don't see a date on it or anything. But I had to cut the top off because of the way where I store my embroidery floss, it was not long enough to have the whole thing. So I just cut the top off and tucked it in so that I knew where it came from, but it still fit in my little mini drawer thingy. Okay, so there's that. So I chose baby pink for this one, and pink for the heart paper, and the pastel blue for the blue paper. And stitched around those. It didn't take me very long. I just did it while I watched an episode and a half, I think, of Young Wallander, which I quite enjoyed. So there's only 1 season of it on Netflix. It's a Swedish show, I think. So if you don't like a lot of accents, maybe don't watch it, but I enjoyed it. And today I'm going to be scrapping 2 3x3.5 photos of my grandbaby, Amelia. And this was my first visit with her. She would have been about 2 weeks old. She's so precious. And she was just sitting on my lap, telling me little stories. You know how babies babble. It's my fave. So here are the 2 photos I chose. I just matted them on white cardstock from my scrap bin and popped this one up on fun foam, and this one will lie flat on my page. So as you can see, I did not stitch here because I knew my photos were going to go here and I didn't want to waste any of my time. I also added some splatters with Mr. Huey's Dewy Color Mist from Studio Calico. So I just splattered in my 3 embellishment areas. What else? I think that's about it. I think we can get started. So I'm just going to adhere these photos down first, and I will put the flat photo first. I recently cut out a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but like 7-ish, I think it was 7 cut files. Hopefully they'll be popping up here soon. I will do a share of them because they are ones that I won on National Scrapbook Day. And I'm going to do a little haul video. So that's what I matted these with, is the scraps from cutting up cut files. I try to keep my scraps, if they're white, of all sizes, because I always find them good for matting and journaling. Whereas my other colors, I'm pretty, once the collection is finished, or if it's colored cardstock, I'm choosy about what size I keep. But white, I keep all the sizes, unless it's like itty bitty. Okay, so that's, the sketch itself calls for 2 3x3 photos, but I really didn't want to cut off her little bow and her wild hair. I think it's just too cute. And so I kept them at 3.5 tall. And I cut these down from 4x6 because you didn't need to see my giant knees sticking out from behind her. So then the next thing I think I'm going to do is put the title on, and for the title I am going to use this P13 Till We Meet Again phrase sticker sheet. And I don't know when it's from, but P13 is a company from Poland. They're new to me. I don't know how new they actually are, but I got these on clearance at a local scrapbook store back in the fall when my mom and I braved the pandemic shopping while the stores were open. So, yep, that's where I got it. And I did not have baby granddaughter yet, but I knew she was a girl, so I thought, yes, I will be able to use those. And I think I already used one on my grandson's baby layouts. Where did I put my tweezers? Okay, so love. And I think, I don't know how I want to do this exactly, because I want to include also these stickers. Love you. And maybe I'll put a little heart or something in there. And I just inked the edges. So I had inked the edges of my papers in, what colors did I use? Let's see. Kitsch Flamingo for the pinks. And, oh, my voice is really crackly today. It's not even morning time. Salty Ocean for the blue and Cracked Pistachio for the green. And I don't know if you have these 2 products, the Cracked Pistachio and the Mr. Huey's Color Mist in Dewy go together really well. So there's that. So those are the colors that I used for distressing the edges. And I distressed these little bits from the Big Chat Tim Holtz Ideology sticker book. And I distressed them in Salty Ocean. So I think this is about where that's gonna go. So love you. And then there's more. Beautiful girl. I might need to add some adhesive to those because they do not seem to be sticking very well, but I can do that later. That's gonna go back over here. And what else do I have for this? Okay, I have some journaling because, you know, we have to do all of our things. We need photos, journaling, title. And I think I just want my journaling over here. Am I crazy? Or maybe here. Okay, yeah, I think I like it there better. So my journaling today says, Emmy is sitting on Grandma's lap telling all the stories. I love these baby babble conversations, Amelia. Your sweet little voice melts my heart. And it really does. I'm pretty wimpy when it comes to my grandkids. They're pretty much in charge of me. And the 3-year-old, he knows it. He knows he is the boss of Grandma. So that's a bit of a problem sometimes. But, you know, I don't see them enough for it to be a real problem. So, good times, good times. Not that I never say no, but I only say no if I really have to. Okay, well, this is interesting. This keeps pulling up pieces of the... I should maybe not have stuck it down. So when I cut this, I cut it just so that it would bump up against this because I didn't want to stitch through 2 layers. So now it's kind of giving me grief. And pulling back up when I try to reposition my journaling strips. So I just print my journaling strips in a text box in the size that I think would work for my layout. And this time I didn't really measure where it was going to go. I just used whatever text box was on the screen when I opened Microsoft Word and went for it. And for Amelia's album, I have been using a font called Giraffe. And I don't know where it's from. I don't keep track of that sort of thing. But I did go through a phase a few years ago where I downloaded a whole schwack of free fonts from the interwebs onto my computer and put them in a... And so I put them in a file so that I would be able to move them when I switched computers. And I was kind of glad I did that because not long after I ended up needing a new computer. So there we go. Journaling done. And did I keep the date somewhere? Did I write it down at least? February 15th. All right, so let's see if I can find the date stamp and get that on here somewhere. February 1/5/2021. And I went on Amazon and ordered a new date stamp. It should be arriving soon because this date stamp ends at 2021. So we need to up our game in the date stamp department. Let me see about, where is my, I know I had scraps here somewhere. This is a ruined piece of paper. It'll do the trick. Okay, so just gonna keep, I guess I didn't clean this very well, did I? Okay, that's why we practice, right? So, okay, there we go. Little cracked pistachio for our date, because I don't want to add any dark, like black or gray or brown or the colors that I usually distress in. There we go. February 15th, 2021. That's done. Put that back. Put my scrap paper away. Let's see, what else do I need? So I have photos, title, journaling, date. Okay, I think I can embellish. So the first little embellishment that I have is this little pink arrow sticker, and it wasn't a sticker, I think it was a die cut. And I couldn't tell you where it come from because it was just loose on my desk. And I was like, you know what? This can go on here instead of haunting me on my desk, not knowing where it belongs. So do I want it here? Here? That's cute. I can put it there, right? Okay. Now, the next thing I want to add are these hearts, acrylic hearts, and they are from Close to My Heart. So if you have a Close to My Heart maker, go on to the Close to My Heart website and order them because they are super cute, super versatile, different than things that you find in the stores. And I think they're fabulous. So let's see, what are we gonna do? There, and then one down here. And then I wanted 3 in each cluster. So this one maybe, and then this one maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe this one's just gonna be a little like literal cluster. This one. Oh, I'm sorry. My family is coming back home. I sent them to the store and here they are. I apologize. They are not quiet people. I love them, but quiet is not their strong suit. And the dog will also bark. My apologies in advance. Okay, so I think that's what I want. That looks good to me. Maybe I'll trade places with that one. Nope. Don't like it. Fix it. There we go. Okay, so that's where my hearts are gonna go, and I'm just going to glue those down off camera because it takes me a bit of time and nobody wants to watch that. And then I'm gonna have my little bow. Where do I want my little bow? Because she has such a cute little bow in her hair. And then we're gonna put this wood veneer and then this wood veneer. Nope, that wood veneer kind of goes with that wood veneer. So how about we put it over here? It's a mystery. Maybe I need to move this. No, it still won't go there. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, so that's roughly where those are gonna go, and I'll glue them down off camera because, like I said, nobody wants to watch that. And then I have these rhinestones from Kaisercraft, and they're going to also go on here. Okay, I don't know if you can see this on here. That's my blood. I poked myself while I was sewing and didn't notice I was bleeding until after I got blood on my page. So let's just cover that up with some pretty little bling. How about? And this one has like a tiny something stuck to it. Garbage that. So we want some rhinestones up in this one, and then some rhinestones over in, I think I'm gonna put some in here because I have this like empty space and I don't like leaving those kind of like weird empty spaces. And then we'll put one, should I go over here? Nope, I think we're gonna go up here. So probably on this side. And I'm just putting one of each size into its cluster. And that is that. Okay. So, that's my layout for today. Please stay tuned for a couple of close-up shots and a few detail shots. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please click that like button and give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to know more about the things we talked about today, please click the show more button under the video description to find the links to the things that we talked about. And if you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit that notification bell so that you will know every time a new video goes up. Have a great day, everyone.